Probably hurt your feelings. How I'm in every what you know about taking bags cross state on a heifer, take a gas. Matter of fact, I ain't telling niggas shit. Who are these niggas? I think they all overrated. I think shady cause my jewelry look like I made it. Just got a house, I need a brand new Mercedes. We kicking ass like a baby.
Hi everybody, it's Ebony JB and I'm back with another video, and in today's video we are reacting to The Plugs I Met To by Benny the Butcher. Now I'm so excited for this. If you are somebody that's already been subscribed to my channel, you know that I was exposed to Griselda last year. My eyes was open, my world was changed, and I've been a big fan of them and their scene ever since. I've got reactions to The Plugs I Met One on my channel. If you haven't watched it yet, you should go check it out. That was my first episode, I believe, of my Griselda series where I was delving into Griselda and their older bodies of work. And let me tell you, ever since then, it's just been a brilliant, epic journey for me musically in terms of underground hip hop scene. I'm excited to see what Benny's brought with The Plugs I Met To. The Plugs I Met One, I've been told when it was initially released, was a really great tape that really opened many eyes to Griselda and Benny. People was really taking him seriously. He caught many ears, caught lots of attention from that tape, a bit like how he did with Tenor Talk 3. So it's just like, I want to see where The Plugs I Met To fits into that energy. I'm pretty sure it will not fall short. I'm pretty sure it will be amazing.
I'm on the grind, I link with the plugs that I met one more time if these labels don't pay me. My shit A1. This rap shit say me though. When niggas said they rise out of ghetto, come back and grow it. The game broke my heart in 3 places, I never show it. Most might change your life when niggas survive shootings. You made it out alive, retired and drive Uber. I like your accidents don't mix. Traffic my flow just like I'm back to my old tricks.
Gosh, the flow, the 06, don't flip, I'm really trying not to pause because I know in my channel I do a lot of pausing and talking in between, and I just really want to focus on it and take it all, the track in all at once. But it is hard not to pause when the music is so just making a lot of sense and you just want to address it. It just has to be addressed. This is music that you have to address it. You have to talk about it. It evokes the urge to discuss it, to talk about it, because it's such good music. I mean, the flow, I don't know, wind brass instrument holding that production there, making it sound really triumphant. Beautiful stuff. Really, really engaging introduction to the tape so far.
Where do I land? I put a Prezi on my wrist when the streets force my hand. Bumping I let niggas talk. All last year I was too modest. Whole gang up in my safe stuff like a Jew wallet. Rap, but don't forget we hustlers. How we used to bag dope up on empty stomachs. The niggas in the jails fuck with me. That's why the niggas in the offices fuck with me.
He said whenever he comes back it's A1, and he was not lying. When he does come back, it is top tier, top quality stuff. When Tony met Sosa, what an amazing intro that is. I've got nothing to say apart from great quality bars, great Benny the Butcher.
These niggas, me and Bono, minus Gino, we like Tony and Manolo. The dough showed us Frodo, I'm at the register. The same reason Bobby went solo. This take shoot a slow-mo. I'm tipsy riding shotgun in a Volvo. Till late night talk shows. Y'all getting frail, I get the mail in Dior rolls. Lord knows my ear, neck, and my wrist all froze. I'm from Caterpillar stages. They made me the underdog. I'm glad them niggas hated. Now it's hard to film.
Early, never late, money forever tall. I'm in it for the bank, we winning overall.
Your fate, you gassed to my Latin niggas in this lyrical race. I'm trying to catch up to legends, playing chase. They look at my face and get the taste. I gave them that whip base, they promoting my mixtapes. It's Benny riding.
You know, follow me in the back, bring low. I ain't been cuffing that trick, I let it go.
Okay.
Rose dog, what I mean is I got options, man, I control the ball. Catch him speeding in that cockpit, but great. You ask him how to sketch your wings, niggas draw blank, no vol. Early, never late, money forever
Overall was good. Overall was interesting. I really liked the production of it, how it went like sounds like really daytime in the hook, and then it switches a little bit when the verses come in. It sounds a bit darker. I like that change. It's very creative, very just expressive. In terms of its how much the track is it hitting as much for me as When Tony Met Sosa? Not quite, but I did enjoy it for what it was. Is it making the playlist instantaneously? I don't know. It might make the playlist a bit later with a few more listens. Just for me personally, I feel like it was a good track, but I just listened to such a great track. So it's just like, am I gonna add this one to the playlist? I'm not sure. This is an interesting feature here. We've got 2 Chainz. Interesting.
Are you crazy for this shit? The interviews talking plug talk. Got my name off of drug talk. The interviews talking plug talk. Got my name off of drug talk. I only do it for the gangsters. Niggas telling me I saved it. $250,000 got famous right when the dope game got dangerous. And my interviews talking plug talk. On my last album I explained it, but celebrated. True story, got a quarter from my plug on the day I got raided. Held it that fridge next to a stick of butter and Capri Suns. My little bitch ass the fattest. Body like she work at Magic. And since I'm rich, interviews talking plug talk. Got my name off of drug talk. Yeah.
So far, first verse from Benny was good. I'm really enjoying this production. It's a bit more modern hip hop, but like that kind of darkness and twistedness of the Griselda typical production is there with that haunting kind of sample looping in the background going, hey, ooh. Like I'm liking that. It's a merge of like Griselda's old school gutterish underground hip hop with a bit of like a modern hip hop trap beat. I'm guessing that is to accommodate 2 Chainz. I'm thinking it will accommodate him very well.
Tony, yeah, bilingual and I'm multifaceted. Chris Kringle when I'm in my baggage. 100 feet above average. By 21 I was a savage. By Tesla, ball hard, Uncle Fester. Did this with no effort. Put you in the hospital, put the fuck rotate. I only care about me. I tell you, happy birthday on the wrong day. Turkey bags was my best friend bag. Hit my plug on FaceTime. Make an order with my hands. Yeah.
The interviews talking plug talk.
Plug talk is very interesting. Works very well. 2 Chainz actually really held his own. Considering that Benny was talking that more gutterish street stuff, 2 Chainz coming in with that more modern hip hop kind of lyrical prowess there. But it was working and actually really fit well with Benny's kind of flow and what he was talking about. So I really do like that track because it's like 2 people you wouldn't expect coming together and working very well together. I feel like 2 Chainz really did do his thing there, even though it is different from what maybe the typical Griselda fans would listen to, because it's not like lyrical in the same sense as Benny's is. Like, it's a different kind of thing he raps about and a different kind of flow. But it worked, and I really like that. I think Plug Talk is going to the playlist for the production and just how well 2 Chainz and Benny work together.
Butcher coming, nigga.
This sounds amazing. Already.
Got you gun strapped with mine. It's about
Okay, cool. To the playlist. To the playlist.
Fuck you gonna do with that though? Guns don't make you safe, but I'm strapped with mine. It's about awareness and your reaction time. I need the little niggas never stop.
It's because when you say I'm seeing with mine, it's about the something reaction time. I really can't with Benny sometimes. The way he comes in with such a dark story is like, I wasn't ready. Can you just ease me into the street? Can you just ease me?
Recognizable, huh? I kept it straight, being fake was never honorable. We different cause we clap and make street savages, peace advocates. I'm on the west coast with a bitch that's East African. I used to take a 9 out of bed cause killers don't go to shooting ranges. You know my neighborhood was super dangerous. A record deal would get you lit, but a robbery would make you super famous. These new niggas just belong to the trapper, and guns on tour buses always belong to the rapper. My little man ride around strapped, but he said he good cause he gon' handle that. Kept mine on me wherever I was at. Send a shooter here, I send him back. Look, I get the drop on a nigga and come from the hoes first. We follow the low first, that's what you call homework. You go up at your crib dressed like UPS man. Show me where the money at and get your neck slit. The SK make the ground shake when it let off. Oil base, trying to get them flakes like Kellogg's. My shooter said it was stolen. Go and get a gun and start buying some jewelry. If you too shook the tote, then just hire security.
Yeah.
He good, cause he gon' handle that.
It's great. Live By It is great. The bounce to it, the dun, dun, and then the like that high. Nah, I'm telling you, listen, I have a thing for little high melodies running, or high melody runs in the background for me, or even in the forefront of a track. Just something when I hear that kind of high, like whether it's a piano or something, a violin, strings, whatever. If when it's there, coupled with like a bouncing bass, a deep bouncing bass, it's just like, it just works for me. The production was great. The flow, the verses, so vivid in painting that picture of the lifestyle, that street lifestyle. It didn't miss. I loved really loved some parts of the verses where the flow was just like really, I don't know, just really captivating. Like for example, when he was going, I get the drop on nigga, it come from the hose first, we follow the low first, that's what you call homework. I'm not flowing it the same way that he flows. I'm not a rapper, heck, but it works. Got Fat Joe now.
So I'm talking back. The butcher coming, nigga. So I'm talking back. Somebody gotta go. So I'm talking back. It ain't gonna be me. Don't put no faith in. You not a gangster till they put you in the paper once. I know a gangster when I'm looking in the face of one. No money talking to me, so I'm talking back. These hoes talking to me, so I'm talking back.
This beat kind of gives me that lean back vibe to it, so it's kind of ironic that Fat Joe is featuring here. I really see him really working well on this, on the kind of just melody and the pattern of, not melody, the kind of pace and pattern of the beat. The way it just, it gives me that vibe. I don't know why.
I got you, butcher. My blood talking to me, and I'm talking back.
Chill with all that negative energy, cause I gave him pipe dreams. And like a janitor, gangs of New York, my niggas will pull a heat out. He'll bleed out.
No money talking to me, so I'm talking back.
Yeah, it works.
These hoes
It really works. It's got that old school, like it really sounds like it's from the era of like Fat Joe and that, because it's like it's got a bump to it, something that could really work in a function as well as just being something you're blasting out in your car and vibing to and feeling in that way. So it's just like, I like how it accommodates Fat Joe. I like how it's a track that also accommodates different scenes. You can listen to it in different ways. I love the like, I just love that. The flow from Fat Joe was really good as well. He did his thing there.
Yeah, we not connected unless we get paid. Prison left me enraged. Knife work, Wesley and Blake make your block look like the Virgin Islands. This half a brick, I'ma serve with kindness. The first to find it, I sold work and grinded. My bitch ran the phone before she earned designer. This way open the book up, I thought different. I read the Bible and the Quran. When I find on cot, I sat behind on federal wall. Looking like I'm about to blow a circus. Fans fly across seas to come and meet me in person. I still got it's like the game seem rigged. It's real facts, and I used to track where the fiends live. How he rap cold cases and no traces. Heard you said you could fuck with gang. Now that's a bold statement. I'm like hopping from the scramblers, dodge cameras like old gangsters and the gamblers. Though I hung, we was bugging, and rats get they stripes stripped and tongues in the oven. When it comes to this
Like No Instructions. I don't know why, but I like it, and it grew on me as I listened to it. Initially, I was listening to it and I was just like, okay, this is a good track. It's not a boom one, it's a good one. So maybe it might not make the playlist, but then when I was listening to it more and more, it grew on me. And by the ending of the second verse, I was like, I like this track, but I can't place why. I know I very much like that production. It's very scenic. I can imagine just like taking a late night drive, listening to that track and just in your thoughts as you're driving through a dark, very unsafe road. Like I can see how I'd listen to it. Like it's setting the scene, and that's why I know I like the production. But the track as a whole, I can't put a definitive thing on why I enjoyed it. But I was just towards the end, I was just really enjoying it. The flow was good, and again, it's that flow from Benny that is fits the beat very well. Benny has a way of really matching a beat, and what the beat is asking for him to do, he can come with the right flow for it.
How I was running around risking my freedom like that, just a ball for a couple summers. I broke bread and shit, it's my voice, and then y'all catch it, All I do is look and I send them a small message. Now that's the bars, could work magic, but I made a fortune off my first classic. Let me finish.
This production is too dark and grisly and gutterish with the like sample in the background, and the freaking, it's just dark. I don't know how French Montana's gonna jump onto this with his hand. I don't know what he's gonna do.
That's what them felonies got me. I fell back from that, and this what longevity got me. Foreigners in my yard, got neighbors in my red grind. And make sure your cash is strongest.
Yeah.
But it's still about who lasts the longest. This real shit, I watch niggas cop longevity.
Talking meals, I got 6 cash. Slick Rick chain, mint drag. Pocket glass, praise due to the highest 6. Sitting on them highest drug dealers was the heroes. My lawyer Jewish, born Muslim, shoes Christian. The Asian with deep water, missing years. My Hollywood thing says she love me kinda cold. I don't believe it, she an actress, 10 golden globes. Nah, they don't love us. That's why we on the covers. Floored by the buzzers. Stars wanna covers. Grind.
Wow, French Montana, that was one of the most solid verses I've heard from you in a minute. That was really, I am so proud. I don't even know why I'm proud. I feel like a proud mom right now because I like French Montana, but then there's so many times where he's just a miss for me. Like so many times where I'm just thinking, French, like, what are you saying? Like I was gripped by every word. If French can rap more like this, I feel like this is a really good bag he's just tapped into. Like what that energy he had just there. Yeah, good stuff.
I luck, but only ball for a summer. Next month, they locked up. Longevity grind. And make sure you're
right, but you probably cooked up 1,000 grams of the white. Seems the true addictions. So in town, they choose to judge us by the coops we whipping. I watch the kids being lied to by complaining. He need to stand to the side and watch him fall to the pride right before the...
Bloody hell. Bloody hell. Longevity is insanity right there. I can't explain it, but it's like there's a part when the beat falls out and then falls back in and the person is still flowing in their verse and it just slaps. It happened in Benny's and French's and Jim Jones' verse. Jim Jones' verse was excellently executed. Wow, great stuff at the end to close off the track. I can't believe it. Longevity is that track for me.
You know my type, I'm official built. When I was 9, my mama sent me to the store to get the kids some milk. Did it this, the ones who expect the most favors and give you shit. I was the best cook, set push, the proof is how my neck look. I tell my bitch to get dressed up, but I keep the same shit on. New 20 bands in the fresh, my mommy did. Now he doing 20 and cutting, and that could have been me. This supposed to be success. I think about it every day, yeah, that could have been me. That could have been me.
Crisis, ain't no real niggas left, ain't no fathers.
This supposed to be success. Then why the fuck I feel stressed out and guilty? Every day, yeah, that could have been me. Could have been me. You know what I'm saying? That could have been me. Like the ghost of Chinks. I fucked my bitch until she soaked the sheets. I was destined to have it, I broke the lease. They talk the street shit with no receipts. But thank God for the coca leaf. And to get plugged up, hit the trap and play this drug stuff, they gon' get a blood rush. I get a witness hit, fuck.
Wow, survivor's remorse really does encapsulate the idea of survivor's remorse. There's such a sincerity when Benny kind of comes a bit out of place in the hook and goes, that could have been me. And then he kind of switches the flow a little, could have been me. And it sounds so sincere because he's just thinking like, damn, that could have been me. Like I'm here and I'm really feeling this remorse because I was that close. The production kind of went in reverse towards the end. That was disgusting. That was really, really stupid. I am not happy that that happened because it made my face hurt. I am happy that it happened because it's great stuff. You know what I mean? It's great production.
Yeah, you anything like me, them hand-to-hand sales made you. Did the work, you giving too much credit to the plug. That was us on that corner, Montana and Genesee. When niggas couldn't sell it theyself, they was hitting me. I was going big money on this bitch every time he got work with. Cost 7 years and she only visited the first 2. Damn, rap to get off their asses, I made them greater. You should thank me, you should thank me. Somebody tell me thank you.
Yeah.
Stacking no change, getting high inside, knowing my pride ain't matching my wage. Let me take you back to that blue 2 or 3 years.
There's like a soul to this track. It's going da-dum-dum, da-dum-dum. And then there's like a, it's like you got a bit of soul and you got a bit of like a, that like bounce hip hop back in the day when it was just like, What you know about me? What you know? Harry Fraud has really produced in this album, where there are samples, which is like a very big thing for hip hop music, but the samples are not evident. They're seeping in the background. They're bubbling underneath. They're cooking slightly, like in the deepness of this gumbo of sounds. And what we do here mainly is like the beats and the melodies and stuff, and then we've got that complementary sample. Now producers produce different ways when it comes to sample. There's some producers that are, the sample is full front. There's some producers where the sample is chilling behind, and it's just like he's done it in such a way where it's chilling behind. It's so infused subtly into the track and it's beautiful. That little kind of vocalizer sample in the background for this track, Thanksgiving, is amazing. I just really am appreciating Harry Ford's production. It's just really been great throughout. Thanksgiving is a solid track.
I'm gonna be a mix writer. You wanna meet it with BSF and be a check writer in therapy. Learning to walk again. Frame is gonna make the papers. Thank us.
Thanksgiving is amazing, and it's an amazing outro. To me, it gives off the same energy as the start of the Plugs I Met 2 with when Tony met Sosa. It gives off that same triumphant, untouchable energy. I really do like Thanksgiving. I really feel like the Plugs I Met 2 is a solid tape. It's a solid body of work. When we talk about it and when I think about it and when I wanted to give it an overarching statement, I think that there is a ease, like there is an easy regality in the Plugs I Met 2. The Plugs I Met 1 was a lot more boundless, a lot more wild. I felt like a bit more untamed Benny. The Plugs I Met 2 feels like a bit more of a refined Benny. He's sounding a bit more refined. The production is helping with that kind of sense that I'm getting from the tape. And he is therefore it sounds like he's just sounding a lot more refined in the Plugs I Met 2. It's sounding a bit more definitive and less wild talk and more like, I know what I'm gonna, like, not to say that he didn't sound like he know what he was gonna rap about before, because he's always been a great storyteller and rapping definitively. He's always got that really demanding tone with demanding bars and a demanding story. But it's just like in this, it sounds like he's just, it's like bouncing off of Burden of Proof, where he was comfortable and we could tell that he was really in his spot, where he knows now not just how to rap on dark Griselda-like beats, but also rapping on modern hip-hop beats. He was showing his versatility, showing that despite the life he's come from, he's a very versatile and a very able rapper. And then so in Burden of Proof, I really found like he was in a position of comfort and great creativity. And I feel like the Plugs I Met 2 is bouncing off of that, but still maintaining the dark, picturesque energy that we get in the Plugs I Met 1. Because the Plugs I Met 1 is pretty dark throughout. There's a constant theme of like just underground nighttime vibes. And that's the same kind of thing we get in the Plugs I Met 2. Really nighttime, underground, hustling, dark mode, like real savage mode kind of vibes. It's continuing off that, so it does feel like a continuation, but just more refined. I really do like the Plugs I Met 2. There's only like maybe just one track. In terms of my criteria, did it have a lot of boom tracks? Yes, it's a 9-track album tape, and 8 out of 9 I'm really enjoying, really messing with. Did it take me on a journey, or did it make creative sense, I should say? It did. It made a lot of creative sense. I got the sense that it was following off from the Plugs I Met 1, but being more refined. There was no point where I was confused, doubting, or questioning the placements of tracks, the placement of features, or the production. Great stuff. In terms of did it take me on a journey, I feel like it did. We went from powerful, dominating Benny at the start to, you know, kind of reminiscing Benny about that lifestyle, feeling the survivor's remorse and survivor's guilt, and then back towards the ends of that position of power, feeling really dominant in the game. I really do feel like it did take us on a really good, cohesive journey. Therefore, I'm going to rate the Plugs I Met 2 highly. I'm going to rate it a 8.5 of first listen. It's pretty good stuff. I really wasn't expecting anything less. So yeah, guys, that's my reaction and review to Benny the Butcher's Thanksgiving. If you liked it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to smash the subscribe button down below and leave a comment down below of your thoughts. I'll see you guys all next time.